Boker Tov, Yelodim.
Shalom. Shalom, Rabbi.
Boker Tov, everybody.
Shalom, Rabbi. Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom, J&J. J&J. J&J, the new company. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we got the Lara Land. All right, the Laras are going to start us today. And then we're going to talk about what's going on. Okay. Yeshua, pray for us. Laras, do the Shema. And Hadassah, do the Ten Commandments.
Thank you for this day, and please help us for we learn more. And please, that will wait and understand our needs. Shema Yisrael, Yehovah Elohim, Yehovah Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Me'olam Vayeh. Yisrael, the Lord our God is one God. And you Lord who made the land of Egypt, do not have any other beside my faith. Do not take the name of the Lord in vain. Keep the Sabbath holy. Honor your mother and father. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. Do not covet.
Very good, everybody. Good. Give Hadassah a big hand. All right, everybody. Well, we got some news to tell you. The Laras tonight are moving. They're going down to North Carolina tonight to go be by Miss Allie Mae. Going to be closing on their house tomorrow and moving to North Carolina. So we might not see them for a little while until they get internet set up at their new house and things like that. So at the end of class, if you guys want to say goodbye to them just for a little while, you might see them on the holy days. And hopefully once they get internet, if they can find internet where their new house is, we'll have everybody have a chance to say goodbye. All right. Now let's read this. This is an interesting Torah portion for us today. Let's see. Kevin, read Vayikra, Leviticus 19, verse 15. Vayikra 19, verse 15.
Do not be unjust in judging. Show neither partiality to the poor nor
partiality
to the poor nor deference to the mighty, but with justice judge your neighbor.
All righty. Very good, Kevin. Very good job, Mr. Kevin. All right. Let's see. We got some words to look at here. Let's see. Riet, what is partiality? Riet, what is partiality?
Partiality.
Might be out of your vocabulary for your age, but I'll give you a shot because usually.
It kind of sounds like partial.
Okay, what is something that's partial?
Well, not completely.
Okay, that was a good guess. That's pretty good. All right. Let's see. Jacob, what is partiality?
kind of sounds like a part. So like it will be like half of a pizza.
Say that again, please, Mr. Cheerios.
Like let's say a pizza, like a half, like a partial.
Okay, so how would that go in the sentence? Show neither part of a pizza to the poor or difference to the mighty.
Like
Like, read the sentence and see if you can pick it apart.
do not be injustice in judging. Show neither part to the poor nor difference to the mighty. So like don't judge how they look. Like don't judge by how they look in front of them.
Okay.
Part of their body.
I look at the pictures. You got the judge in the middle with the gigantic big Jewish nose. Mm. Okay. Mm. You got the guy with the money sticking out of his hat and out of his collar, and he's dressed in a tuxedo. He's got an ascot type of tie on. Okay. And then you got the guy, you got the bum on the street there. He's a little dirty. He looks a little, he's eating with dirty hands. So what do you think the sentence means?
I don't judge how they look.
Don't touch how they look. Okay. Let's see here. Day on. Dan, what do you think the word partiality means? Show neither partiality to the poor nor difference to the mighty. You're next, Ben.
To give things to the poor,
Give what to the poor?
like food, money.
Well, it says by judging. Do not be unjust in judging, showing neither partiality to the poor nor difference to the mighty, but with justice judge your neighbor. What do you think partiality would mean, Mr. Deon? Might be out of your age range. This is why we have our class.
Equally.
Show neither equally. So show neither equally to the poor nor difference to the mighty.
Yeah.
Let's see. Benjamin had his hand up. Benjamin, then Jeremiah.
The verse is saying that that's a favorite. Each one of them, like don't favorite, like don't pick the one who has the most money and like say they're the best. Don't favorite. Don't.
Favor.
Yeah.
You mean favor?
Yeah. Sorry.
Show neither favoritism
Don't
to the
favor them.
poor. What'd you say?
Yeah. Don't show any favoritism to the poor or the rich.
Okay, that's pretty good. Jeremiah had his hand up. This is a difficult one. That's very important. Jeremiah.
It means that don't judge people from the outside. Judge people from the inside, or judge them with facts.
Don't judge them from the outside, judge them from the inside, judge them with facts. Okay, very good. Now we're getting it. Okay. There was a great man. His name was Dr. Martin Luther King. He said that he didn't want to be judged by the color of his skin, by the content but by the content of his character. What do you think that means, Allie Mae? What do you think Dr. King meant by he didn't want to be judged by the color of his skin, but the content of his character?
I think that meant that he wanted to be judged on how he acts and how he how like how he acts and not how he looks.
How he acts and not how he looks. Okay, let's see. Victoria. Dr. King said that he didn't want to be judged by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. What do you think that means?
It meant like not by judging by what he looks, because a lot of people do that, and that's how like racist people judge, and like to judge by his heart and his kindness and just his character.
Okay. Well, what is somebody's character, Victoria?
Someone's character is like their personality, like if if they're kind, they're loving, they're like what they're like.
What they're like. Very good. All right. Also, Victoria used a word which is that was a word that the world is using, but it is a wrong word. Races. There are no races. Okay, we all come from Adam and Eve, and then we all came from the 8 that were on the ark. Okay, there are no races in the world. Okay, just different shades of the same color. Okay, there are no racists. There are no racist people. There are smart people and stupid people. That's what it comes down to. There are godly people and pagans. Okay, there are no races. Okay, so being judged by the content of the character. Dr. King was paraphrasing. He was sort of saying what we hear, what we see in verse 15. Do not be unjust in judging. Show neither partiality to the poor nor difference to the mighty, but with justice judge your neighbor. So let's picture ourselves. Okay, everybody picture yourself. You're in this court. You're the judge. And I'm going to play both parts. And you're going to have to try to figure out if that's right or wrong. Okay? So the guy in the black hat, the rich guy comes and says, Your Honor, I was driving along and this man here, this dirty, disgusting man, didn't cross at the crosswalk. He crossed in between the cars. And I was driving and I was talking to my butler and I was talking on the phone to one of my clients and we're gonna have $1 million deal. It's gonna be so fun. And this man just jumped out in front of my car and I accidentally hit him. And then the judge says, okay, so you're saying you accidentally hit him. Okay, then he says to the guy, the bum guy, he says, so sir, what do you have to say for yourself? And the bum man said, well, now I was walking in the street and all of a sudden this guy came and he hit me. And I said, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? I was walking in the street, man. Your French fries and your thing, you're talking on your cell phone. You didn't see me in the street, man. What's wrong with you, man? I was dropping all my shopping bags. And so the judge says to the rich man, is this true, Mr. Rich? And he says, no, Your Honor, it's absolutely not true. I may have been talking on my phone, but, you know, this man just jumped out in front of the cars. And he just, tried to do some washing of my windshield. And I was like, no, 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 that's disgusting. Stop it. And then the judge says, uh, were you trying to wash the guy's windows? And the bum man says, no, man, I was not trying to wash his windows. I was walking in the street. I was just minding my own business, just walking in the street, and this guy just came up and bumped me in this car with my butt. And hit me in the butt. And then my butt got a crack in it, and then I fell to the ground. My butt got another crack in it. Now I can't walk. So, who is right? Okay? Who is right? What do you think happened? Okay, let's go to Yeshua. Yeshua, who do you think's right? You're the judge. Now you're looking at this man in his dirty clothes, and then you're looking at the man in his rich, nice suit. He's got money hanging out of his pockets. He's got a nice sunglasses. He's got a nice hat. He talks all proper. How do you judge, Yeshua? Who do you think is right and wrong?
So the poor man is right because he didn't do anything. He was just walking in the street.
But he's dirty. He shouldn't be walking in the street. His talk's so terrible. They talk like this, and then I was just walking in the street, and then hit me in the butt. Then I got a crack in my butt, and then I fell on the ground. I got another crack in my butt.
The rich man is not. The rich man is telling a lie.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But he's a rich man. How did he get to be rich? If he's always lying.
He was lying to the judge. The poor man was right.
Okay. So Yeshua thinks the poor man's right. Jacob, what do you think, Jacob?
I also think the poor man's right because, first of all, the rich man was not supposed to be like be on the phone while driving. He could have caused a big accident. And he also, since he was on the phone, he hit the man, so he was hurt. But I also got a question. When you said that the poor man got a crack in his butt, and he said he couldn't walk, how did he get to the court?
Well, the court is invalid accessible, and he's got crutches, and he got, maybe somebody helped him with a wheelchair, but he smells. The poor man smells. So you think the rich guy's the one in wrong, but he's rich. Look at his clothes, and look at the poor man, Jacob.
Yeah, but like,
how did he get to be so poor?
Maybe he got kicked out of his job, or
we got fired. And then look at his shoes. He's got all crud on the bottom of his shoes. His pants are dirty. He doesn't know how to comb his hair.
You can't judge how they look. Like you say every Shabbat, stop judging by surface appearances and judge the right way.
Okay, so we got 2 in favor of the bum. Well, you guys, I don't know about that. Lev, what do you think, Lever Baloney? The guy he hit me in the butt, and the judge is like, man, this guy stinks. And he doesn't know how to comb his hair, and he's eating with dirty hands. He's got all crud on his shoes. And you got this rich guy. Why would the rich guy lie?
Because the rich guy doesn't want to get sent to prison, maybe.
And lose his money.
So you're judging in the favor of the poor guy? What kind of judge are you?
Well, first, the guy wasn't the first. Well, first, the guy wasn't trying to wash his window. First, second,
the second lie, I mean not the second lie. The guy was not supposed to be looking on his phone. So I think that's why he was lying, because he saw that he did something wrong, because he did two things wrong. He lied and he was looking on his phone. So he bumped the guy and the guy got hurt. So he was lying because he had done three things wrong. So he doesn't want to go to prison and lose his money. He just wants to keep getting rich and rich and rich and rich and rich and rich until he has the best clothes.
Okay, so we got 3 for the poor guy. Allie Mae's got her hand up. Allie Mae.
So I'm in for the poor man because, like Lev said, he didn't do anything wrong, except for I don't think that you're allowed to walk on the road if you're not walking on the crosswalks is the problem. So the rich man is right about that. He has to walk on the crosswalks.
But down by you, there's a lot of times where there's no sidewalks, right? Well, by
Yeah.
Radway, there's no sidewalks.
Yeah.
So he's walking on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And the rich guy and the judge are, they're part of the same golf club. Shouldn't they be friends? And who's this stinky bum?
Um but I think that a rich man just wanted to get away with the lies so that way he wouldn't have to pay charges for hitting the poor man.
Okay, so we got everybody going. Mia wants to go now. Mia's waving her tired hand.
I'm not too tired to answer the questions. Okay, well, at this point, yes, even though the poor man is supposed to walk on the crosswalk, that's a minor problem. The fact is that the rich man had to be more careful, like not to be on the phone as most people are these days, because a phone is such a distraction. And the rich man, he was lying. He was just being a liar.
Okay. One last person. Victoria, what do you think, Victoria? What do you think?
I think that
Adrian.
I think that the poor guy is right, because like the rich guy, he was on his phone, and so he knows that that's wrong. He can't be on his phone while driving, so he doesn't want to like pay the the charge because he broke the law. So he's like blaming it on the poor guy.
Okay, very good, Victoria. Very good. Adrian?
As the seventh member of the jury, and having looked at all the evidence, if what the rich man is saying is true, then he's already. You can get a ticket, a fine, for talking on the phone, and you can also be arrested or get a fine for jaywalking. So I think that both parties are partially guilty.
What if it's like down by Allie Mae's house where there's no sidewalks and you walk on the side of the road?
If it was a highway, which would you say it is a highway? Would you say it's
No, I said it was a road.
okay? Is it a big road or a small road?
A regular road that maybe you like the kind that you live on.
Okay.
But you know, the rich guy and the judge, they go to the same shooting club. Shouldn't they be friends? Shouldn't they stick together?
Even if they're friends, they shouldn't be showing. They shouldn't let that be in the way of justice.
They shouldn't be showing partiality.
Yeah, partiality to the poor, like it's saying, and difference to the mighty.
Ah, very good, Adrian. All right, Jeremiah, last one on this part. Jeremiah.
I agree with the poor man because the rich man he didn't want he wanted the poor man to be make wrong, but um but the poor man was right and he was telling the truth. So the so so the rich man wanted to lie to get away with it, and not and then he would not have to pay.
But he wouldn't have to pay. But the rich man speaks properly. He said, Your Honor, I was just driving in my car. And the bum guy said, and man, I was driving this way. I was walking this way in the road and carrying my bags and walking in the road. And, and this man, this jerk man, hit me in the butt. Hit me in the butt. And I fell on the ground and I hurt my butt. And the guy doesn't even speak properly. He hit me in my butt. What? What, Jacob?
Don't judge by surface appearance. Like how he looks, judge like what just like what he just judge like what's inside him. Don't just like how he speaks or anything like that. Like some people you can tell if they tell the truth or not. So like, don't judge.
How do you tell them? With their nose grows when they lie, like Pinocchio?
No.
Do you know who Pinocchio? Do you know who Pinocchio is?
Yes.
So how do you tell when somebody's lying?
They get nervous.
Well, the rich man wasn't nervous. I was just driving in my car, and this man walked right out in front of me. I was just driving, and Your Honor, I was on the way to the club,
Well, like he was doing many reasons wrong. There was only one part that the poor man did. He walked on the street when he wasn't supposed to, or sidewalks. So, and the rich man was on the phone. He was also lying in the court, and he crashed into the man.
But look at the difference between the two guys. The one guy, huh?
You can't judge how they look.
Oh, they can't judge how they look. All right, read the bottom of the page, Jacob. At the bottom, Yochanan 7, verse 23 and 24.
If a boy is circumcised on Shabbat so that the Torah of Moshe will not be broken, why are you angry with me because I made a man's whole body well on Shabbat? Stop judging by surface appearances and judge the right way.
What do you think that means? What do you think that means, Riet? What do you think that means, Riet? And then Marley? What do you think? Stop judging by surface appearance and judge the right way. What do you think that means?
repeat that?
What do you think the sentence that Jacob just read means?
I forgot. Sorry.
You guys got to start listening. Got to pay attention. Okay. What do you think this means, Yeshua? What do you think what we just read means in understanding what we were talking about?
Look at Sammy. Why can't we circumcise the boy in Shabbat?
The sentence says, if you read it, what it means.
Now stop judging by surface appearance and judge the right way. What do you think Yeshua meant?
Judge the right way.
What does it mean to judge the right way?
To judge like to judge the Ten Commandments.
What, Yeshua? I didn't hear you. I heard the bird real loud.
To honor to obey the 613 commandments.
Well, we're talking about Leviticus 19, verse 15, and the rich man and the poor man. Then we read John 7. How do you think the two go together? Pincus, hello. Hi, Pincus.
What do you think they go together, those verses?
They had to judge.
Okay, Lev's got her hand up. Lev.
Basically, what this sentence means is like, stop judging how the person looks and judge by the truth. Which is like, let's say the poor man tells the truth and the rich guy doesn't. The rich guy goes to prison. And the rich man didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think, Leah? What do you think, Leah? What do you think Yeshua meant in verse 24?
That you can't judge people just by how they look. You have to judge by their actions, because actions are what tells you about the person.
Actions tell what, Leah?
Actions tell you what. Actions tell you how the person is. It shows like how, who's that person. Their actions show who they are, not their appearance. Well, sometimes their appearance.
Actions show the content of somebody's character.
Yeah.
What does it mean, content of somebody's character? You're next, Ben, and then Mia.
I think what that means is that, like, you could tell someone's a bad person by their choices.
Well, the poor man looks like he's made a lot of bad choices, Leah.
That can be too.
He's not living in a beautiful house like you.
But in this case, like that, your example you gave us, it shows that the rich man was wrong because he was on his cell phone while he was driving and hit the man.
Okay. Arlena, what do you think? Who's right, the rich man or the poor man? This poor smelly man, is he right, the poor man? Look at the picture. Is the poor smelly man right, or the rich guy who's got all the money? He's got all the money, get all the toys with all the money. Speak up, Arlene. I can hear your grandfather downstairs, but I can't hear you.
Is that
You can't see it and say it.
Which one you pointing to?
this one?
Which one? You can't see it.
That's the poor man. That's the rich man.
You're saying the poor man was right?
Which was right?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Ben, you had your hand up.
Okay, sorry. um, I think the poor man is right because, well, God's telling us to judge the right way. Like, He wants us to judge spiritually. Like, He wants us to judge by spirit, not by, not by, not by surface appearances, but by their spirit, like how the way they act spiritually. That's what I think.
Okay. All right. All right. So this is one thing that everybody's got to learn, especially when you're kids, because you might like the way somebody looks. Okay. And then you might, with a lot of kids at the congregation, it might look at like, oh, I'd like to hang out with that person. But you got to hang out with everybody. You can't just because somebody might look weird or walk weird or talk weird. You got to judge by their character. That's the way we need to, when growing up, the same thing. Judge a person by the way that they act, not the way that they look. Okay, don't judge by their color of their skin or where they came from. Judge by the content of their character. Don't show partiality to the poor or deference to the mighty. If somebody's rich or poor, how do they act? Do they do their job right? Do they follow the commandments of God? Okay? When somebody's a pagan, then you judge them on the content of their character. Okay? If they don't keep the Shabbat, then you judge them on the content of their character. Because they're going to break God's first commandment of keeping the Shabbat, the first thing he calls holy there. Okay? Then they're going to do the content of their character is not going to be very good. All right? So now we're going to move on to the next part. What are those two girls doing? Hadassah, what are those two girls doing in the picture, Hadassah? Hadassah's real tired this morning. Hadassah's real super tired. Are you super tired?
A little bit.
A little bit? Why are you tired? Was everybody over your house saying goodbye last night?
Yes or no? Say it to us.
Yes.
Okay. And what are those two little girls doing in the picture?
They're gossiping.
They're gossiping? What do you mean they're gossiping?
They're telling bad stuff.
How do you know they're telling bad stuff?
Because the other person's like,
Oh. Okay. Jeremiah, what do you think?
Not a person.
What, Hadassah?
They got something from another person.
Oh, okay. Jeremiah, what do you think they're doing?
They're gossiping
How do you know they're gossiping?
because I could tell.
You can tell. How do you tell? How do you tell? Are you judging by surface appearances?
No, because I see one of them covering their mouth, into somebody's ear. That's how I tell they're gossiping, and I see the girl that's not doing that is making a face. So that's how I know she's gossiping.
Okay, Jacob's got his hand in the air and waving it like he just don't care.
Like they're spreading rumors about somebody. Like the girl that was telling the other girl that's making a face, she found out what the rumor was and she's spreading it to other people, so like they can make fun of the person.
Maybe she just told her she just got a new bicycle.
No, you can tell by the girl's face because she's like, like it was like something private to the other person.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Did this ever happen at your public school?
Yes.
You see girls talking like this?
Yes.
How do you know they're not talking about you? Maybe Mary's telling to Brittany there. She's saying Mary's telling Brittany. Oh, look at Jacob. He's so cute. He's so cute. Look at his new haircut. He's got his hair all tight. Ooh, those new jeans on. Those really cool sneakers. Oh, just go up and hold his hand.
It's a lot of them out there.
Huh?
It's a lot of them out there.
There's a lot of it out there. Why are you so red? Why's your face red?
You made a joke.
Okay. All right, let's go to another girl. Let's go to Marley. Marley, what do you think those girls are doing, Marley?
Whispering.
Whispering? Maybe she's singing a song in her ear. Maybe she's saying, I made a new song.
People
Man
don't
got
do
hit in the
that.
butt. Man got hit in the butt. The butt fell down the ground. He got a crack in the butt. Crack in the butt. Crack in the butt. No?
People don't normally whisper songs.
Okay, what do you think she's whispering?
A little secret.
A little secret? Like what?
It could either be good or bad. Like secrets of what their family does or what other people did wrong, stuff like that.
So do you think this is something good or something bad?
By the looks of her face, it's something bad. Either that or she's surprised about what this girl is talking about. It not necessarily, but it's definitely pretty suspicious.
It's definitely. Why do you think Adrian is just look? Your sister's doing that to you. Maybe she's telling you. Maybe she's telling you. Mom said we're gonna go out for ice cream later, but don't tell everybody.
Yeah, there's something like, yeah, that happens. You're surprised because you love it, and you did not expect it. You're just ice cream, ice cream.
Okay.
Good spreads.
Mia's got her hand up. Mia, Asher man, Asher the Bashida.
Say hi. Hello,
I got a bucket.
Yeah. So for this part, spreading slander, it's lashon hara, evil tongue.
How do you know it's evil tongue? Maybe it's just telling. They look like sisters because they got the same hairstyle, they got the same dress. Maybe they're twins, and
Maybe.
And Maria says to Veronica, Mom says we're going out for ice cream later, but don't tell everybody else because everybody else will come and kind of.
Could you repeat that again? Just the last part. I'll just mute. I thought you was gonna be quiet.
What'd you say? I heard Asher, but I didn't hear you.
Well, okay. Well, the part on the ice cream. Usually, if it's something special, you would just pull that person aside and just say it quietly in the person's ear, but not covering your hands. Because when you cover your hands, then you're covering up because when you by talking, maybe by the form of your mouth, you could probably be able a person would probably be able to interpret what the person's trying to say. And usually, if it's something bad, the person will do this into the other person's ear so that this person will hear only directly. And it's something bad.
Okay, let's read the verse. Read the verse. Nice and loud.
Which one?
Leviticus 19, verse 16.
Click on.
Do not go around spreading slander among your people, but also don't stand idly by when your neighbor's life is at stake. I am Adonai.
Okay. All right, let's see. We got a couple of words we got to look at here. Okay. David Vicente. What does it mean? Don't stand idly by when your neighbor's life is at stake. What does it mean at stake? I thought steak is something you eat.
Can you put it in different words, please?
Well, I'm trying to see if you know what the scripture means. Read the second part of the sentence. But also don't stand idly by when your neighbor's life is at stake. I am Adonai.
You shouldn't judge a person if your neighbor is in a bad situation.
In a bad situation. Okay. Tiffany. Gotta put you in those rubber balls again and roll you down the hill. Head over heels this time. Whoa! Lose your lunch. Breakfast and dinner from the night before. Now we should have put. Now, wouldn't it be funny to put Darwin in it?
See,
He'll
that's the
break it.
thing. No, he wouldn't break it since it's us. Since it was like me, David, and Carlos catching the balls. He would have like ran all of us over and went to the street.
Like bowling pins.
Yes, he would have ran us like bowling pins.
You would have been a bowling ball, and you would have been the pin.
Exactly. We would have all died.
Maybe you can just roll off the hill onto the road, and then the car could have came boink. And then there'd be Darwin going down the hill. Whoa! All right, what does it mean, Tiffany? Don't stand idly by when your neighbor's life is at stake.
I think he's trying to imply like when you're spreading rumors about someone and it's bad rumors, like, oh, she's doing this or she's doing that and she's saying this. You're kind of ruining the reputation and what people see of them. Like now when that person who you're spreading the rumors about is there, the other person who you told the rumors about, are you gonna look at that person in a different fashion, even though the rumors are just rumors? They haven't been confirmed or denied.
Do people believe rumors?
Most people do believe rumors. They don't check or they don't go check around or asking if it's real or not. So that's why they automatically just believe that the rumors are true and the person they're talking about is a bad person, and that ruins the person's reputation.
Okay. So what does the word stake mean? At stake.
I think it's like when like I heard you say a few times in the message that standing around when someone's gossiping about someone and not saying anything is like murdering their character because it's wrong and it shouldn't be done.
Okay. What do you think, Ariel? What does the word life is at stake?
Yeah, it's like also like rumors, but I also think it is like when someone's being attacked and their life is literally being like threatened, that you should like step in and do something, not let that person like try to take the other person's life.
Okay. Life is being threatened. You hit the right word there. Life. So David Vicente. The word stake is meaning threatened. Okay. Do you know what the word threatened means, David? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay. Life is being threatened. Okay, now here's the next part. What does it mean to don't stand idly by? Don't stand idly by. What do you think, Jeremiah?
Idly is like when somebody falls down the hill and gets hurt and do you know how dogs just stand there and don't do anything? They just stand there.
Who stands there?
Like dogs. Dogs just stand there or like somebody just comes up and just stands there. Doesn't do anything. Or like a pet. Their pet just comes up and just stands there. Stands still and doesn't do anything.
Okay. All right, that's pretty good. What do you think there, Jacob? Wake up, Mr. Cheerio Man.
It was good.
You had Honey Nut Cheerios again? Tell Mom I want a bagel.
How about
We're out of bagel, sorry.
Okay.
No, we had Cheerios with bananas.
Oh, at least you're getting the fruit in.
I didn't.
Okay, so what's it mean to stand idly by?
It means like, let's say when someone falls down the stairs and you're just watching that happen, you're like standing idly. You're standing like an idol just there watching them get hurt and you're not doing anything about it.
You're laughing, aren't you?
No, you're just standing there.
You're like, man, that was really good. Don't you ever see videos of kids doing stupid tricks and you're like, oh, you're like the guy's riding the bike on the pole and he falls off. Huh?
Many people do that, just laugh. But like mostly like if you get like ideally would be like if someone goes down the slide and they fall and get a cut and you're just at the top of the slide just watching that happen, not doing anything, not helping the person.
Okay, very good. Allie Mae's got her hand up. Allie Mae. It's gonna have a new neighbor pretty soon.
So I think what it means is like there's this video that I had watched, like those videos where like those funny vines where those kids like they mess up and they do funny things.
Yeah.
I was watching one of those and this dad was just taking a video and the 2-year-old kid decided to climb into a toy bin and he was climbing over the thing, over the side of it. He fell head first. And the dad was just standing there and he was like, "Why'd you do that? You need help?"
Did you laugh?
Yeah. I thought that was pretty funny.
And you were standing idly by, and your neighbor's life was threatened. The 2-year-old was gonna fall over. Okay. Mia.
When it says don't stand by idly when your neighbor's life is at stake, it means like what Allie was just saying. The dad was filming the 2-year-old trying to get into the toy bin. This dad should have stopped filming and grabbed the 2-year-old, no matter whether the 2-year-old begins crying or not. Yet, when you stand idly, you just stand there and watching like as nothing's going on, or you don't know what's going on. It's like if Asher's trying to go up, if Asher's trying to go down the stairs or something, or he's going around the cat, Peppa, we have to. I can't just stand there, like as if nothing's going on, because there could be something like Asher could get hurt or something. From the stairs, like not like the big staircase, but the 2 steps there in front of my mom's room and between both my mom's room and kitchen. We always help Asher down there, and we can't just stand there watching, like as if we don't know what's going on. Like especially when it's little kids, or actually no, when it's anyone, you have to stand there alert. You have to know what's going on. But if the person's gonna fall, you run to catch the person, or in other words, stop their fall.
Okay, so you have to stop their fall. You got to try to stop them from getting hurt. Okay. Victoria, with her last minute or so, what does it mean? Do not go around spreading slander. What does the word slander mean, Victoria?
Slander. I think slander means like when like when it's like when like the action it's like damaging someone's reputation.
It's like damaging someone's reputation. That's pretty good.
Like trying to mess up their job.
Trying to mess up their job. That's very good. All right, Jeremiah's got the last answer. Jeremiah?
Slander is when you're gossiping. It's you're lying. You're telling about somebody behind their back.
Very good, Jeremiah. All right, so do not go around spreading slander among your people, but also don't stand idly by when your neighbor's life is at stake. Okay, this is very important, especially when we're in congregation. Got a lot of kids that are not here this morning, but so if somebody's saying something bad about somebody, you tell them to stop unless that person is right there being able to defend himself. So if somebody's saying something bad about Jeremiah and Lev, you're standing next to that person, you say, if Jeremiah's not there, you say, stop it. Okay, or I'll go get an adult. Okay, you got to, we don't allow slander. A lot of times with the children, it's a lot of things you guys do, and adults do it even more so. But it starts out with your children. All right. All right. Now we've come to the end of our class today. We're going to close in prayer, and then we're going to leave the room open for a minute or two. So everybody, if they wish to say goodbye to the Lara children, you can say goodbye. Okay. Mia, why don't you close us in prayer and pray for the Laras as they go on their new life's journey to the land of the Carolinas.
Okay. Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you that you've allowed us to have an education, that we're able to learn about your word, and that we are able to understand it. And thank you, Lord, that you have also given the Lauer family a house when they needed one, because they're a big family. But ask you, Lord, that you would protect them during their journey down there to their new home, and that you would also protect them from anything from their surroundings, like anything that could go wrong. That you would protect the children and the parents. That you would give their parents strength, so that they'll be able to watch the children and to do the work for you, and ask the Lord that your hand would be on them, so that they could stay they could trust in you even more, because they know that you are protecting them, as you protect your people and the rest of us. In Yeshua's name, amen.
Amen.